So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. A nice little juke. And now running right through it. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go.
But his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And Myers winds up yanking it. This is no good. Wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, set this one off target.
He sets to fire deep. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 33. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
That's it, baby. Four down, check, 4 down.
On 2nd down, Wilson. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Let's go get it right here. Come on. Got it.
Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go get it, baby. Let's go.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. And they'll go on the ground. And an alley to run. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Jerick McKinnon on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Goff. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Super.
A shotgun snap for Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
On 1st down, Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's caught inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
They run once more with McKinnon. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he will find his man on the outside. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards is the pick up there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down from all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Goff now to throw. Steps away to his left. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? On first down, it's gone. Buying time to his left. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Throwing again is gone. Dancing to his left. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Now gone. Now he'll escape to his left. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the interception, here's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got him in, complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. 47 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They go play action with Wilson. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Oh, now he bowls him over. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And an alley to run. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Goff. And got him in. It's Woods. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Michael Kendricks in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
17.
Here's Goff. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 25. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot They're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Wilson. Baldwin with it over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Let's go work. Let's go to work.
Back now in Seattle, Washington.
Watch A9. Watch A9. It's yours. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And he fields it cleanly. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On first down, gone. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Gerald Everett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Now Goff will lead the Rams up to go for 2. From the gun, here's Goff. And he will get in for the 2 points to get this back to a 3-score game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. sack back at about the 43-yard line. Dante Fowler in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And they'll run it here. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Tackle made there by Zach Brown. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Now Goff on 1st down. Being chased out left. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Goff on 1st down. And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A gain of 32 that time. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Jared Goff, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. After the run, Goff going to throw. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
A very solid gain of 27. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Samson Abukum in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
After the interception, here's Goff. Buying time to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Goff. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
20. Super. Go, 12, go.
Out of the gun, Goff. He's going to let it fly. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Orange. Go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it would appear that the Seahawks are going to win this football game. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. There goes Green. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Tempo, baby, let's go. Let's go to work. Come on.
Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. He's going to loft one. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A gain of 39 that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They get it to him running left. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that fourth.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the fourth. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation, and he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. They're going to run. It's McKinnon. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Start left here.
One last throw here for Goff. And this is dropped it incomplete.